Can you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Day 3, magical relationships. Imagine you were the only person on earth. You would have no desire to do anything. What would be the point in creating a painting if no one could see it? What would be the point in composing music if no one could hear it? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? There would be no reason to move from one place to another because wherever you went would be the same as where you were. No one would be there. There would be no pleasure or joy in your life. It's your contact and experiences with other people that give your life joy, meaning, and purpose. Because of that, your relationships affect your life more than anything else. To receive the life of your dreams, it's vital that you understand how your relationships affect your life now and how they are the most powerful channels for gratitude to start magically changing your life. Science is now confirming the wisdom of the great sages of the past, with research studies showing that people who practice gratitude have closer relationships, are more connected to family and friends, and have other people look upon them favorably. But probably the most astounding statistic that has come out of research studies is that for every one complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, there have to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish.
Yeah, 1 second.
Any
Anna, 1 second. So this is very important. Just understand this. One complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, there have to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish. Okay. So one complaint, you have to do 10 blessings or 10 gratitudes to compensate that energy. Okay. This is very important. Any less than 10 blessings for each one complaint and the relationship will deteriorate. And if the relationship is a marriage, it will most likely to end in divorce. Okay, Han.
Any less than 10 blessings for every one complaint, and the relationship will deteriorate. And if the relationship is a marriage, it will most likely end in divorce. Gratitude makes relationships flourish. As you increase your gratitude for any relationship, you will magically receive an abundance of happiness and good things in that relationship. And gratitude for your relationships doesn't change only your relationships, it also changes you. No matter what your temperament is now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness to the point where you won't even recognize yourself.
Yes,
The
sir.
little irritations.
Yes, sir. Actually, when we see that the gratitude is not changing the other person, it is changing yourself. Thus, it is changing the relationship. So, gratitude for your relationship doesn't change only your relationship, it also changes you. No matter what your temperament is now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness. Yes.
The little irritations you once felt and the complaints you had in your relationships will disappear. Because when you're truly grateful for another person, there's nothing you want to change about that person. You won't criticize, complain about, or blame them because you're too busy being grateful for the good things about them. In fact, you won't even be able to see the things you used to complain about. We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. Thornton Wilder, writer and playwright. Words are very powerful. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you bring to you.
Yes,
This
Anna.
is the
Here, the words are so powerful. These are very important. Okay. The words are so powerful. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you bring to you. So be careful about what you think, what you say, etc. Yes, Anna.
This is the very reason why the greatest minds and teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for you to receive more in your life, for your life to magically increase, you have to be grateful for others just as they are. What if every person close to you said, I love you just the way you are? How would you feel? Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just as they are. Even if all your relationships are currently good, they will increase with more magnificence through this practice. And with everything you find to be grateful for in each person, you will see gratitude perform its breathtaking magic. And your relationships will be stronger, more fulfilling, and more enriching than you ever thought they could be. Choose 3 of your closest relationships to be grateful for. You might choose your wife, your son, and your father, or your boyfriend, your business partner, and your sister. You might choose your best friend, your grandmother, and your uncle. You can choose any 3 relationships that are important to you, as long as you have a photograph of each person. The photograph can be just of the person or the both of you together. Once you have selected your 3 relationships and photographs, you are ready to see the magic into motion. Sit down and think about the things you are the most grateful for about each person. What are the things you love the most about this person? What are their best qualities? You could be grateful for their patience, ability to listen, talents, strength, good judgment, wisdom, laugh, sense of humor, eyes, their smile, or kind heart. You could be grateful for the things you enjoy doing with the person, or you can recall a time when the person was there for you, cared for, or supported you. After you've spent some time thinking about what you're grateful for about the person, put their photograph in front of you and with a pen and notebook or on your computer, choose the 5 things you are the most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person as you make your list of 5 things. Begin each sentence with the magic words, thank you. Address the person by their name and then write what you're grateful for. Thank you, their name for whatever you're grateful for. For example, thank you, John, for always making me laugh. Or, thank you, Mom, for supporting me through college. When you finished your lists for all the 3 people, continue with this magical practice by taking the photographs with you today and putting them in a place where you will see them often. Whenever you look at the photographs today, thank the person by saying the magic words, thank you, and the person's name. Thank you, Haley. If you're moving around a lot, carry the photographs with you in your bag or pocket and make an effort to look at the photographs 3 times during the day, following the same procedure. Now you know how to use gratitude's magical power to transform your relationships into magical relationships. Although it is not a part of the requirement of this book, You may want to take this amazing practice and use it every day if necessary to make every relationship you have magnificent. You can use it on the same relationship as many times as you want. The more you can be grateful for the good things in your relationships, the faster every relationship in your life will miraculously change.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So today's practice, actually, this is to improve our relationships. Okay, magical relationships. So the things you will be requiring for this practice are, first is that you have to choose three important relationships in your life. Either it can be your partner, your parents, children, siblings, best friend, grandparents, mentor, colleagues, anyone. You can choose anyone. Okay. You have to have a photograph of each person. Either they can be their means printed copy, or you can have it in your phone. That is also acceptable. You can have a photo of both of you. Okay, yourself plus that person. That is also acceptable. Just make sure that you look at the photo clearly during the practice. So what is the practice? What to be done is that you have to sit in a quiet place and think about their qualities, their strength, and the times you both spent together, supported or helped each other. Okay. What you love about them, all these things, you just recollect. And then you have to write in your gratitude journal 5 gratitude statements per person. So, as to altogether, total 15 for the 3 people. Okay. This helps you to find 5 gratitude points for individual person, and this will take almost 15 to 20 minutes to reflect and then to write the gratitude list. Throughout the day, what will happen is that you have to look at the photos thrice in the day, 3 times in the day, and say thank you. Thank you. You can call their name also. And for the practice, make sure that you carry the photograph with you. Either you can keep it in your phone, or you can keep it in your pocket or wallet or whatever it may be. So the part of the practice is that look at the photo and say thank you 3 times the day, 3 times the day. Okay. And the statement you have to use is that thank you, so and so. That's it. Okay. For example, thank you, Anna, for helping me in reading the book. So this is what you have to write about that person. Okay. And regarding the qualities, thank you, so and so, for your kindness and gentle nature, etc. Like that. Okay. So you identify what are their qualities, or what are the things, what are the qualities, what are their strength, which you can pay gratitude to. Okay. So this is the practice. And the summary of the checklist is that choose 3 people from your known circle, close circle. Okay. Then collect the photographs. Then you should have the journal with you to write all the gratitudes, recollect all the good things about those people, and write 5 gratitudes per person and carry their photos with you, along with you throughout the day. So this practice you have to do tomorrow. Then look at them at 3 times a day. Just look at their photo and say thank you, so and so, their name, like that. Okay. So one important point from the book is that research study shows that everyone complained, that we already read that part. This has to be very carefully noticed. Okay. Everyone complained about another person, whether it is through your thought, words, or any actions. There has to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish or to heal the relationship. So any less than 10 blessings of each one complaint and the relationship will deteriorate. So this is what given in the book. So essence of the, if you see the essence of the practice, okay, The essence of the practice is that through this practice, what we are training our mind is that to see the good things in the people. Okay. So normally the brain has a negative bias, which we have developed from our childhood. Okay, which we normally used to follow. So always it notices what is wrong in any situation or in anybody. Okay, this practices reverses that. Okay, we are forming a new habit when we adopt this in our life. So when we are doing this, so author is also suggesting us to do this to improve the relationship daily. Also you can do this practice for any of your very close relationship which is not in that much in harmony. You can do this one as a continuous process itself. This will bring that whenever we see any other person, not only the relationship among the relations, any other person also, when we see them also, we will look into this particular perspective, seeing for the good things, just looking only the good things what they are having. Okay, their strength, their kindness, their support, all these things only will be looking into by deliberately finding these five things to appreciate in each person. No, this actually repeating it, you are training your mind to see the strength, the kindness, their support, their beauty, and their positive qualities. So we are also changing because of that. What our perspective, when our perspective changes, the relationship automatically, naturally it changes. This is what the essence of this practice. Okay, this practice also will shift our emotional vibration towards the person to love and appreciation instead of judging or complaining about those person. Okay, the moment you hold gratitude for someone, your energy naturally it changes and it becomes magnetic. So this practice helps to dissolve the negativity, resentment, and past hurts within us and the other person. Okay, how? Because when you do the practice deeply, something magically happens. Our old judgments fade and resentment loses their strength. Okay, and the misunderstanding soften. Though so, and the emotional wall between us, the negative emotional wall started melting. Okay, so you start seeing the person as a human, not through the filters of your own pain or expectation. And the gratitude heals the relationship because it is healing your heart first. So you will be sending only positive vibration to that person and naturally it will improve. Okay, this practice is to and one more thing, author is very keen in that this practice is not to transform any other person. It is transforming you. Your patience, compassion, and energy is the one which is getting changed. So no matter what temperament you are in now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness. Okay, this is very true. Okay, so this practices train your nervous system to respond instead of reacting to any situation or any person, and it will also uh, train your nervous system to remain soft instead of getting irritated and to appreciate instead of complaining and to connect instead of withdrawing from that person. So over a period of time, you become more loving, calmer, happier human being. Okay. And why we have to carry this person's photograph. She is also asking us to carry the photograph, means carry, or if you are in home, it shall be kept in a place where we can see. Then we will remember that thrice in a day we have to pay gratitude, say gratitude to the person, right? So looking at the reason is that looking at the person, it is a means it's scientific. Actually, seeing the person's activates our emotional memory. We will immediately think about that memory, his memory or her memory. It will come to her. So again, thanking him or thanking her creates a gratitude trigger in you. So you will see the person in a different angle. Doing it multiple times, it will strengthen the neural pathways. Okay. It keeps you in a continuous flow of appreciation. Not only one time journaling moment, but throughout the day, you send love instead of complaints. Okay. This is the back. This is the background of this, or the scientific background of this practice. And why this practice must be done? Because our relationship shape our entire life, right? She is also telling that if nobody is there, then what is the point, right? If we are the only person in the world, then we will not be doing anything, right? So relationships shape our entire life. So researchers also shows that our relationship affect our happiness, health, longevity, emotional well-being, confidence, and our peace. Okay. So what else? What else is there? So gratitude practice changes the energy of the relationship from the inside. Our thinking, our thought for that person, analyzing about the person, arguing tendency towards the person, or our talk, everything get changed. Okay, because it removes the biggest block. What else? So in one sentence, how we can see this particular chapter is that this practice for the relationship, it trains our mind, our heart, and energy to see the blessings in people so that love can flow again among both of you. And that flow transforms our relationship and our entire life. Not only during the practice, this practice develops as a habit to see only the good things in others, whoever it may be, the other person. Okay. So this is what this chapter is teaching us. So clear, right? This chapter. How do you find this chapter? It's too good, right? Because relationships are everything in our life. Relationships within the home, outside the home. Only relationship creates the life, right? So, so the practice, today's practice you have done, right? Okay, we are yet to do that, right? Magical rock.
Anna, you want to say something? Yeah, I wanted to share about this practice which I have done, and
Please.
yeah, my relationship with my husband was when we got married, obviously it's always good. Then after that, it started deteriorating because as usual, you're looking for complaints and you're not happy. And obviously, we are
Expectation.
two different people, right? And I was not taught to communicate in my family as a child when I was growing up. My mother always said, "Shut up and keep quiet. Daddy will get angry." So I didn't know how to communicate, and so I had a lot of things within me, and I didn't know how to tell him. So that was, burning inside those repressed thoughts, and I could not speak, and I didn't know what to do. And because of that, it started growing through years, and I didn't know this is a problem. This is only on hindsight when I actually started working on myself. I realized, oh, these were the issues, and this is because my mom said don't speak and don't express yourself. So when gratitude came into my life, and in this practice, I started working on my husband relationship with my husband, and I started writing the positive statements, and I realized I had tears in my eyes, and I realized there's so much to be grateful for, and I had stopped seeing all that, and I was just focusing on those two three things which any person is. Nobody is perfect, right? Everybody
Yes.
will have some things which they're not good at, and I chose to focus only on that. And that was really, and only on those same things. So, and also I had some childhood trauma which was getting triggered. As you said, I was seeing him through the filter of my trauma. So actually it was not him at all, frankly speaking. It was my trauma which was getting triggered by whatever he said. And I was stonewalling him. It was really bad. Means we used to not fight. It was just silence and a lot of anger, and I had more of it, and I had lots of it. In fact, I could even kill that much of anger I had, because when you don't express it and it's all within you, this is that it's like it was terrible. And I think that's why I developed thyroid, also hypothyroidism,
Okay, okay.
because I was not expressing. My
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
throat got
Yes.
affected. Yeah, so anyway, all these revelations are only on hindsight. I didn't know all this. So, but I started working on it. And first of all, I started feeling very good because I saw so many good things which I had ignored. And then slowly, it took time. I saw the change in him as well. But that takes time. First, it is all about us. We start seeing the changes in ourselves. We start, I don't know, I started seeing the divine in him actually. It was so beautiful. And then when that feeling continued for some time, and then I was practicing so sincerely because I wanted this relationship to change. And I was visualizing things that we're sitting and talking, we're chatting. And actually, it has come to that state now where we joke. We had stopped joking, we had stopped laughing. But now it's come to a stage where it's like those honeymoon days, where we are laughing, joking, kidding, pulling each other's leg. So this is my experience, and it's so beautiful. And I also have to say that a person will take longer to change. So it is all about us, you know. And when he used to come from office, he used to throw his shoes. Throw means, I mean, just haphazardly, because he's on the phone and he's coming and talking, and the shoes will be here and there, and I would get very irritated. But after doing this practice, that stopped irritating me. And I noticed, but he would still keep the shoes here and there. But after some months, I noticed he started putting it properly. I had never told him. So this just
Actually,
happened on its own. So that is the magic of gratitude. Such things just happen without, you
actually,
doing
what I
anything,
have
just
to
being,
Actually,
yeah,
what I have to add to this is that it is because of the energy only. Why? Because
yeah,
see, we are thinking that it is the other person. It is our energy is creating this one. Because
yeah,
energy is only one, right? No, within or
yeah.
with means without. Everything is energy, right? It's one energy only. So when we are having in that energy, then we are changing the situation. That is
Mm.
what.
And even if he would be sitting in the other room, I would send a lot of love from here. A
Yes.
lot of love to
Thought
him.
through your
And
thought
yeah,
only.
yeah, through my thoughts. So I was doing it very consciously, but it took time. I was feeling the difference in me immediately, after the practice. But for the other change in the other person, it came very gradually, but it has surely come.
Yes.
So that also is great. So, like, she's saying that the change you don't expect, yeah, don't expect the change in the other person. But I feel even that happens. When you really sincerely do it, that also happens.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good sharing, very good sharing.
And it was really bad. So I think gratitude can really work magic. If it can come from such a bad state to this state,
Yes.
gratitude is truly magical.
And whatever you told about this throat chakra, actually, thyroid, that is also correct, actually. Thyroid happens when we are use
Yes.
two things out of two things. One is that when we are not using our that speech properly. Okay.
Hmm.
Unnecessary talks and everything, that is one sort of thing. One is that if you are not expressive, if you are not telling, means some of the girls, no, after marriage, they are unable to talk in their in-laws' house. No, that stage also they will be having this throat chakra issue and they will develop this as a thyroid. So all these is are having some subtle meanings, no, means subtle reasons all is having because of these energies. So these are all the things.
And when I was diagnosed for hypothyroidism, I had no symptoms. You normally put on a lot of weight, na? I
Yeah,
was so lean. Can you believe it? So I had gone for actually some skin issue, and the doctor said just get your thyroid checked,
okay.
and it came out positive. So It was not, that means it was psychosomatic, totally psychosomatic.
Yes, yes. Or most of the diseases are like that only,
Yes. Yeah.
psychosomatic, because of your thoughts. Okay, okay, very nice. We have four more minutes. So anything, ma'am? Any sharing?
Anybody else we can ask, no? Anybody else wants to share any doubt? It'd be nice. Like, I was also thinking, like, if not for full time, at least like if you can switch on your videos during um, the breathing or the EFT tapping,
Yeah, at
a
least on the
lot of
second half,
energy
no?
exchange
Yeah,
happens.
correct, correct, correct.
Uh,
That is that.
so I mean, few I know, but few I don't even know. Because once you know the face, also, it is enough, like, that energy exchange happens very freely. It's not a compulsion. I know it's like, you're about to end of the day, and I know it's this. I'm not compelling anybody, but yeah, if you can, it'll be really good
Thank
for
you.
for us to,
It's all
I'm feeling
energy exchanges, right?
a lot of happiness from these past 2 days. It's really beautiful, unexplained joy, and it's so nice. It is group energy for sure.
Yes.
I can feel that, but yeah, beautiful. I
And
just
this is
hope
a lovely group.
everybody is going through it.
Yeah, and this is a really lovely group. It's so nice and warm
Very,
and
very
very
sweet.
loving. Yeah.
like um, like how Anna was telling. For me, my mother's place. We were very vocal about feelings, very open. So I never had to think about like before saying anything. But once I got married, it was like, why did you say like this? You should have told like this. Yeah, so much of. So I, before thinking, also had to think 100 times before saying anything. So yeah, as you said, thyroid happened. So many things. Then it, yeah, slowly. Now I know, like, everything comes for a reason, and it had to happen that way for me to break many barriers. And yeah, it's good.
And the best
Every
part about
struggle is good.
gratitude, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, every struggle is good. I'm saying it's like, you're becoming that butterfly.
And I had a lot of trauma, and I can say that I didn't go to any therapist. Just gratitude helped me heal it.
Yes.
So
So one
that's how
solution,
powerful it
right?
is.
One
Yeah.
solution for everything is
Yes.
gratitude,
Yeah,
actually.
But
exactly.
I practice it very deeply, so
Because it
that's,
changes the thought process itself, no? That is why
yeah.
it is the solution for everything.
Yeah.